What's up, everybody? I am actually up and out of the house before 7 o'clock. I wanted to go check out this church sale. I haven't had good luck at them, but it did say they had Wii games. Unfortunately, when I got there, it was like Wii Play, and they had a couple Kinect games, but it was like Kinect Adventures and Fighters Uncaged, and they wanted $5 a piece, so I just passed. But literally, right behind the church, like 2 blocks, I just got some Super Nintendo games. I got them all for $5. They're a little dirty, but they'll clean up for the most part. ActRaiser 2. We got Super Tennis. Super Bases Loaded. Don't worry, there's some decent ones in here. WrestleMania. We got Kirby Avalanche. We have 1 copy of Super Mario Kart in nice condition. We have Batman Forever. Always fantastic. Zoop. Tecmo Super Bowl. We have another copy of Mario Kart. Earthworm Jim with the label peeling up on it. And a copy of Star Fox. So $5 for all of those. That's pretty awesome. They do like couponing and selling of goods like toothpaste and lotions and that kind of stuff. So I think a lotion bottle might have exploded on them, so I was wiping it off. But they're a little dirty, but like I said, they'll clean up. And now he said they also might have like an original Nintendo buried somewhere in their storage. So he said if you come back like in a half hour or an hour, maybe that'll be out. But I'm not going to stand around and wait, because I know there's a couple other garage sales in the area that are supposed to have video game stuff. At this sale right here, I just grabbed for $3 a piece Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 on Game Boy Advance, and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Mario Kart has a few little nicks and marks in the label there, but that's not too bad. She said that that's basically all she could get her son to part with, but her son is out putting up signs right now, so I'm wondering if I should hang around until he comes back and maybe ask if there's anything else he wants to part with, or just go. I haven't decided yet. Coming up on this one, seeing about 40 bicycles. Kind of doesn't have high hope for low prices on stuff. They look like they shop to sell. They didn't have any games at that sale, but they did give me a flyer for their store, which is the garage sale store. I've driven by this before. The guy I was talking to said that his brother owns the store, and he might have some games up there, but he did not know. But I also want to mention, while I remember, the contest ends tomorrow. My sort of 5,000 subscriber contest, or just a thank you to my viewers contest. It ends at midnight Eastern time on Sunday. I put the video up last Sunday, so go check it out if you haven't. I'm going to go ahead and raise the prize value up a little bit, because the Facebook page is past 600 likes, which is awesome. That was one of the goals I wanted to get to. So now the prize will be up to $35, so it's raised $10 from when it started. And the subscribers count on my YouTube channel is getting close to 5,900. It might be even close. It was like 5,888, I think, or so. So hopefully, if we can get that up to maybe at least 5,900, I'll raise the money up a little bit more. I don't think it's going to get to 6,000 before midnight tomorrow night. So that's cool. Thank you guys very much for taking part in it. And if you haven't yet, go check it out. I just went to the garage sale where I got those 2 Mario games on the Advance, and I talked to the kid for like a half hour about video games, and he went into the house a few times and would bring out a few games, and they weren't really anything interesting. And he's like, okay, well, I have a few more things that maybe I'll part with. And finally, he brought out some decent stuff. 2 copies of Pokemon Ruby, a copy of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Alma, and his 3DS. Which is in really good shape, and it even has like the original box and a little pouch for it, and the charger, and there's an SD card inside. $50 for all of that. And he got rid of the 3DS because he says all he really plays is basically Game Boy Advance games now, and he doesn't even really play much on his DS. And he also had a PSP, but it was missing the battery for it. He said the battery died, and he took it out, and he doesn't know where it went. But $50 for all that, that's awesome. That was a really good deal. I've been driving around for like another half hour, and I've only found one more thing, and that's Halo for $2. It's complete at least. Not a lot of garage sales going on this morning. I might drive around for like another half hour or so, but there's one other place I'm going to
They told me to come by basically anytime after 8, so I figured I'd save it for last, where I'm getting a really good deal on a newer handheld system, and it's a person that I met through my wife, but I'll save it for last, and I won't tell you what it is yet. I just left the same gated community where a few weeks ago I got a Wii with like no power bricks, some games, a DS system, all for like a really, really good price. Well, like a block away from where that sale was, someone was selling a Wii with Wii Sports and all the cables and everything for $75. It's just funny that a block away from each other in a fancy neighborhood, one sale's like, oh, you know, we're rich, we could buy 5 of those, so it doesn't matter to us, you know, $15 for all that. And then another sale's like, oh, we have Coach purses and watches, and we're giving out fancy hors d'oeuvres at our garage sale, so $75. It's just weird. And then closer to my neighborhood, this old lady had a boxed Odyssey system and a bunch of boxed games, like 15 or so games. And the box for the system was destroyed. It was all eaten up by roaches or silverfish. And all the game boxes were in pretty good shape, and she wanted $75 for it all. And she's like, is that a good price? It's like, I'm like, that's sort of like eBay price, basically. And none of the games, like, I flipped through were, like, standout titles or anything. In fact, there was a few, like, learning ones in there. So she's like, well, make me an offer. And I'm like, I'm not even really interested. I'm like, my offer, you know, would be really low because the box on the system is so destroyed. And I just went ahead and passed. And she goes, oh, well, you know, thanks for at least letting me know that I might be asking a little too much for it for a garage sale. Just weird. 2 $75 video game system lots, like, in 10 minutes from each other. Well, not driving distance, like me going to them 10 minutes from each other. I went by a couple more sales on the way home, but didn't get anything. The last sale, though, which was only like 2 blocks away from my house, the guy said if I come back tomorrow morning around 9 or 9:30, he'll see if he can pull out some of his game stuff. They're supposed to have a PS2 and a Wii with some games, and possibly some PS1 titles, so hopefully that pans out. I'll just swing by on the way to the flea market. I did go get the system that I knew I was going to get, and I realized that the surprise, if you actually looked at the thumbnail of this video, will be ruined. But it is a really good condition Vita. It is just the Wi-Fi version, not the Wi-Fi in 3G. It has a 4 gig memory card and the charger, and basically it looks like it was barely ever used. The guy that sold it to me is going to college in another state, and apparently just was getting rid of as much stuff as possible to have extra money. $60. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I know that I talked to Frank basically on the way home. He is looking for a Vita. I don't know if he's necessarily going to buy this one. He's sort of probably looking for one like at a garage sale for, you know, $30 or something. But maybe he'll end up picking this up. But he apparently had a pretty good garage sale day. He was telling me about multiple like handheld systems and some odd games. Like he actually got Gravity Rush on the Vita at a garage sale today, which was sort of weird. So probably later this afternoon or evening, I'll head over, you know, to his place and either do some sales or trades with him. But that's it, guys. Please thumbs up the video, comment, do the robot and high five, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Peace.